Good morning. It is a cool, crisp, very crisp February morning here in Georgia, and me and my best buddy here, we are on an adventure to Scottsboro, Alabama. 2.5 hours away. Outside of this trip, we're gonna go try and explore some of the town. The town is almost synonymous with a single tourist, might even be a local attraction, probably is. And it's the Unclaimed baggage store. I'm excited about it. I've known about this store for a long time, but I've never made the trip. The Unclaimed baggage store is exactly what it sounds like. You know, all the airlines have, I don't know, if it's a 30 or 60 or 90-day period for people to pick up their lost, come claim their baggage, which may have got lost in the system. If it doesn't, obviously, when there's millions of people flying through our airports every year, obviously there's no room for these airports to store this stuff if people don't pick it up, so they have to get rid of it. I'm excited about it. I've known about this store for a long time, but I've never made the trip. Some adventures are inspired by just getting out of the house. Some are spontaneous in nature. Some are planned. Some are unintentional. All of them are completely wonderful. Why I like the idea of adventure so much is I really think it's a building block to progress. Without adventure, nothing that we enjoy now would exist. Just over the Alabama border, I decided to pull over when I saw these little rustic cabins. This town was called Minton, or Minton, Alabama, and they had these little cabins. They were like souvenir shops. They had outdoors stuff, camping stuff, all sorts of little trinkets, and it seemed to be more of a summer destination. There weren't too many people out. It was pretty cold, and a lot of the stores were closed or had very limited hours. But it was a cute little town, and I wanted to check it out. And there's this wildflower cafe here, voted best cafe in the state, 100 places to eat before you die, and I knew that was someplace I had to go. Unfortunately, it was closed, and I'm not sure if I'll ever be back this way, so I'll probably die before I eat at Wildflower. Very unique architecture and little sculptures of all sorts. Very eclectic would be a good description of this place. I found this wood-carved a guy with a chainsaw did this, and always pretty fascinated by people's skill with that stuff and these old rusty antiques of another time. And I'm always fascinated with church architecture, and this one was really unique. I hadn't seen anything like that before. The town sits on top of Lookout Mountain, and there's a road that goes up to a park which supposedly has great views. Unfortunately, I wasn't able to find the right trail to take me there, but me and Pip, we had a good walk. We tried to find it, and we got a little creeped out actually by some animal noises. Found this sign, which is a sign after my own heart: keep exploring, adventures out there waiting. And right near the parking lot, they have this little commode, and I thought it was pretty funny. You walk in and it kind of looks like a bathroom, but obviously there's no plumbing here high on the mountain, so it's just looks like a toilet, but it's just a hole in the ground, and there's a lot of goodies in the bottom. Thought you should know. So here we are at the Unclaimed baggage store. As you can see, established in 1970. The parking lot is jam-packed. It's already bigger than I thought it was by looking at the pictures. It's a weekend, so it's probably going to be pretty busy in here. It is not open on Sunday, so today's my one shot. Good news is it closes at 7, and I thought it actually closed at 6, so I have 5 hours to spend. Don't think I'll need it. They're having a live event inside, and they didn't want filming, but when you walk into the double doors, they have some really cool displays and memorabilia and collector items from just lost cargo apparently over the years. And my favorite inside was this display from the 1986 film Labyrinth, which was one of my favorite movies growing up as a kid. But they actually had like the prop character of Hoggle that was in the film, and you'd think like a studio would want him back. It's a cult classic favorite film, but it's here in the middle of Alabama. Weird. So I just finished up at the Unclaimed baggage store. I was in there for about 45 minutes. I probably could have been in there for 10 to 15 minutes. I just figured since I drove this far, I'll really look over everything, see what kind of stuff I might have overlooked and missed. I'm sure I did in some ways. However, I do want to say I'm disappointed in the underwhelmed. Very underwhelmed is what I should say, not really disappointed. It's very much like a TJ Maxx or Ross Dress for Less home goods type store, which I actually do like those stores, but that's not what I drove here to see. There's a vast amount of floor space, and it's all full of really nice stuff. It's actually really nice stuff. Most of it is brand new in the package. You know, I can see the attraction to why people come here. I was not expecting, garage sale and thrift store prices, but I also wasn't expecting the prices to be as high as they were. As a reseller, this is coming from a strictly reseller point of view. If I was just coming in to be a general consumer of stuff and I wanted a Nintendo Switch, $150 would have been a great price. On eBay they were selling for $180 to $200. As a reseller, there's really not much left profit for me to make on buying any of this stuff. You don't have to travel all the way down here to Alabama. They do have an online store. The cool thing is that I'm glad I came here. Nonetheless, the adventure was had, mission accomplished. Saw some amazing stuff on the way down, traveled through some amazing back roads with tiny towns. That all said, I should show you what I did pick up. I didn't want to come all the way down here and leave with nothing, so I did find, I got a Kryptonite Messenger Collection wheel nut, Minecraft game for Rocket Twist leapfrog system. That's all I bought from this store. So we're gonna go to Goodwill and find some food and move on from Unclaimed Baggage. See ya, Unclaimed Baggage.